Hello everyone and welcome to another G.I. Joe classified figure review. Depending on I have so many videos in the making, so I'm assuming Serpentor will be uploaded first. So, here we have his box. But when you have Serpentor, you also need the mad scientist himself, who took the time and effort to create Serpentor. I'm showing off the boxes because they're both Pulse exclusives. So as you can see, maybe not, Serpentor is a bit longer, about that much. Serpentor is overall bigger simply because he came with the air chariot, whereas Dr.Mindbender is just him and a few accessories. But yeah, let's see. I mean, I'm loving this whole packaging we're seeing. As you can see how thick Serpentor is. Dr.Mindbender isn't as thick or wide. But still a neat box with all the box art we're seeing as well. Here we have the front. There he is. I mean, we'll take a close look at that art because in the back here we have the side. Dr.Mindbender, his abilities or skills. Number 43. Serpentor was number 57. Here's the side, the bottom. The top, we get the 43 as well with the Cobra logos. Oh, not there, over here only. But yeah, let's look at this art because I've been loving the art for these boxes. Here we have them. As you can see the line. So this can just simply slide out and you have a sleeve here. And this is what has the Dr.Mindbender at the front there. And the front has these cool Cobra DNA art on the front. But anyway, back to the art on the back. Very nice, very creative. If you've seen the movie or the cartoon and whatnot, you'll remember this little thing up here. If I can zoom in, hopefully this looks good. Well zoomed in. This little thing is a reference to the tower he sees in one of his dreams, and it's very funny because it's just throwing out numbers and equations at him in his sleep, and that is how he comes to sort of build up on equations and different methods of creating Serpentor, and I think that's what we are seeing here in the art. To zoom in some more, up here on the left, we see, I guess, Mummy, Egypt, Destro, some helicopters, and him. And what this is picturing is basically him going around gathering different world leaders. Here we have him in Atlantis. I don't know who they're picking up there. Here we have a shot of him going all crazy. Another shot of him. And then the bottom here, as I was saying, he goes around and collects DNA or parts of famous world leaders. So I'm assuming these are them. And if you guys are able to identify or have an idea of who these skeletons are resembling, leave a comment because I would be curious to know. I know Alexander the Great was one of the world leaders he used to create Serpentor, but yeah, very nice box art. Here we have him with Destro and Baroness, but I love it. Obviously I'm geeking out over it, but a Joe fan can appreciate the hard effort put into the art. And here we have the front. Basically it opens up And we have all the goodies here. We have the, I'm assuming it's like a laser gun, and then his like more vintage looking accessory. We get one with the sort of hose, canister kind of thing, hand, some brains, some spikes, mummy head, another sort of gun, and a container. I guess I'll cut to me trying to open this thing while recording. Hopefully it's not as difficult as Serpentor, but we'll give it a shot, and I guess I'll cut back to that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this process here. I don't think everything's going to be in a shot, but I'll try my best. So you have these two flaps here. These open up, and essentially inside you have a tray. You pull that out, and then you get the accessories. Same on this side. I'm not sure if I'm in frame, but you do that, and so yeah, you get two trays with the accessories. And then we can go ahead and turn this to the side. Alright, yeah, we turn this to the side. See if we are able to get this guy free from the box. Be free, you evil madman of a doctor. Yeah, we cut these. My knife is not sharp. Oh, jeez. Okay. There we go. This should slide out. There it goes. Already see the soft goods tape. And that's essentially what you're getting here in this package. A lot of small things, so a lot of people are upset for what they're getting. I'm fine. I love the character. So, I don't know, let me get these things out of their trays, and then we'll take a closer look at everything he comes with. Alright everyone, so here we have all his accessories. There's a lot of small things, such as these little gray things, which I am still not sure what they are for. Yeah, I'm really not sure what those could be for. So I don't know, I'll do my research with them and see where they're supposed to go. We also have, I think this is more of a callback to his vintage, one of his vintage accessories. I mean, here I have the original one. Very, very reminiscent of this. It comes with the with this sort of hose, which also I'm not sure where it connects. Maybe it connects with this other one. Yeah, it has the two ends. So I assume plug in and plug in, and there you go. Whatever this contraption is for, there it is. Very nice silver paint all around. You get this cool sort of mummy hand. To get some tubes, hoses going in there, and you know, there's a peg there, which I assume is for one of these. Here we have these red containers. They pop open, and yeah, you can store these in there. And yeah, it's got very nice clear plastic, so you can see through it. Looks pretty neat, a nice effect. Here we have a smaller one. These both have very nice silver paint, and this one is for the brain here, I believe. Very nicely sculpted brain. Whose brain this is, I'm not sure. So that should, yep, it plugs in. You can close it off, and there you have the brain inside the case. We have this other canister. Not sure what this one is for. It's just molded in this black plastic, So I don't know, I'll do my research for this one. Maybe the hoses can connect to this as well. I'll figure that out later. We have this sort of little injector laser thing. Very simple. Some silver at the top. We have this head over here, this mummy head, which has this broken skull at the top, which I just realized you can put in, if you don't want to display it here, you can put the brain inside of this one, and so there that is, and there you go, you have some brain inside the head. And this is sculpted very well as well, so you can have that option. And finally you have something he can defend himself with, little pistol here. So yeah, let me see if we can figure this out. Oh, okay, maybe I just did. Oh, I think that's what these are for. I think, I'm not too sure, I'm just plugging things in, but this seems right. There's 4 little sticks or tubes. So I guess that's one way of using them. That's how I'm gonna keep them for now. Yeah, because this one doesn't have any holes. So yeah, we figured it out, luckily. So yeah, those are all the accessories he comes with. Very small things, and this is more of a display sort of setup. You know, you make a whole lab setup and you put all these things there, and they're gonna look nice. I don't have that kind of setup, so I think these are just gonna go into a Ziploc bag and be stored there. Of course, with gentle care. But anyways, we'll switch now and take a closer look at Dr. Mindbender himself. Alright, now that we have accessories out of the way, we'll quickly go through articulation and then take a closer look at all the sculpt in detail. For the most part, I think I was able to find some shared body parts, but other than that, everything is relatively new. So head-wise, he can look up. He's on a disc hinge, which I like. He can look up pretty well and down pretty well. He has some head pivoting, but it's there. His arms go up about that much. Down, bicep swivel. His arms can go full, it's double jointed, pinless, so they can go up that more than 90 degrees. That's very good. No forearm swivel. Would have been nice to see it with him and Serpentor. Unfortunately, we don't. Horizontal hinge here at his left. His right is a vertical hinge. Ep crunch and waist swivel. We also have butterfly joints, if I missed to mention those. This piece was falling on me. We have crunch forward and back pretty well. Waist swivel, it's gonna get hindered by this if you wanna, I mean, up to you how far you're willing to push your figures. You can kick pretty well. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, which are pretty good. He almost kicks his own ass. We have the boot swivel here. Boots go down, up, and he has ankle pivot. So overall, nice articulation, very posable Dr. Mindbender. One quick thing I wanted to address was this particular part. I guess we'll do some zoom in action. As you can see here, I don't know how well we're going to be able to get that. there's some sort of paint splotch or rubbing on the butterfly joint. I know it's not just me. Many other people have had this issue, but at least for me, the paint splotch did not reach all the way to the shoulder over here. It's only there on the butterfly joint, and that honestly can be hidden by the strap. So people are recommending to use nail remover or whatever it's called, but mine seems to be fine for the most part. A little bit here, but no big deal on that. So I guess I got lucky with that. Yeah, I don't see it on the shoulder or... Oh, okay, never mind. I spoke too soon. There it is on the shoulder. All this sort of paint rub or whatever happened here. Okay, yeah, it looks like I'll have to do the same. Get some sort of cleaner and clean that up. Man, what a shame. What a shame that we have to do this as collectors. Anyway, back to details. Look at the head sculpt. It's pretty great. The monocle is very nice. It's clear, so you can see through and see his eye. And then there's his other eye. Nice big old mustache. White, not white, bold. I've been watching Breaking Bad again, and you know, Walter White is bold, and I think that's what I was thinking of. The arm guard, I guess, very intricate, very similar to, where did I leave mini Dr.Mindbender? Oh, there he is. Very reminiscent of the old, ooh, there goes the camera too. Sorry about that, it's a whole mess, but very reminiscent of the old vintage one, as you can see there. Even the holster is at the same place. Crotch piece looks the same. Yeah, they tried to keep it the same. Even the straps there, and even the boots here. You know, you have the strap here, it's all black, and this one is silver. No big deal. And then same with the boots here. You have the strap going over it, and here too, but this one is silver. Overall, they remained consistent and kept the original look from the vintage. Let's see what else we can take a look at. We have the boots, which are very nicely leathery type of texture, as well as with the gloves and his holster, which should be able to holster his pistol very nicely. We have the buckle is painted, very nice. The inside of the guard has that sort of scaly pattern. His soft goods cape, which is either, I mean, he's first in terms of number compared to Serpentor, but I did get Serpentor first, so this is my second classified figure with soft goods cape, and it's very nice texture all around, very nice. So yeah, overall I love all the detailing we're seeing with this guy. We'll now get into size comparisons with some other figures and compare it, the body mold, to other figures. Alright everyone, so to quickly compare Dr.Mindbender here with some other figures, I found that he shares more with Zartan. I for a second thought that the boots were similar to the Crimson Guards, but they are indeed different. At least from what I saw, they are different, you know, different shape. At the heel, I mean, maybe it's the same thing, but just remodified a bit. But even the strap at the top is different compared to the one on the Crimson Guard. So no shared boots with Crimson Guard. So new boots from what I can tell, and from every other figure I have. Just the body is shared for the most part with Zartan. Zartan has this vest on top of his body, so we wouldn't be able to tell, but for the most part, each little detail here on the abs match up with Dr. Mindbender. We'll do the zoom in action. So I think they're the same from what I could see. The arms are also the same. We have the band here as well as over here. But even then, I think the band is a little bit different compared to Zartan's. It's much more thicker compared to Zartan's, but the arms are the same. At least I could tell, as far as I know, they were the same. Even the arm guard here are similar, or essentially the same, up to this point here with the silver on Dr. Mindbender, and of course the top guard. But the inside here is pretty much the same. It's the same texture inside, same little strap there. So yeah, he shares that, but honestly, you don't even notice it, since Zartan has the vest on top of him. It's hard to tell what's underneath him, but now it's here exposed with Dr. Mindbender. But he's a nice looking figure overall. He's a nice sculpt, great figure to have, very iconic as well for the G.I. Joe franchise. And like I said at the beginning of the video, you can't have Mindbender without, or you can't have Serpentor without Dr. Mindbender, or the other way around as well. I mean, you need Dr. Mindbender's greatest creation to be alongside with him. But yeah, there he is, Serpentor with Dr. Mindbender. They look amazing together. I really like Dr. Mindbender's colors. It's that purple, very similar looking to his vintage counterpart. Yes, I know I'm missing the cape for my vintage, but that's fine. And I guess we'll end it off by reading his bio. Codename: Dr. Mindbender, Master of Mind Control. Dr. Mindbender was at one time an excellent orthodontist and a very kind and honest man. Tinkering with electric brainwave stimulation as a means relieving dental pain, the good doctor made the tragic mistake of experimenting on himself. He underwent a complete personality change and became hateful, deceitful, and vain. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Dr. Mindbender abandoned his practice and devoted all his time to perfecting his digital brain scrambling into a hand-portable weapon system capable of reducing the most strong-willed individual into a cowering wimp. Man, that is evil. Dr. Mindbender doesn't think he's deluded. He feels he used to be. Now that he has seen the light, or the dark, if you will, he feels it is his personal mission to bring the miracle of thought control to each and every one of you. There's Dr. Mindbender's backstory. Obviously, we're going to see this in some mail opening episode later on, as well as him. But yeah, he is a terrific action figure. Obviously, some of you may think that the concept of him is pretty wild or a bit out there for G.I. Joe, but you know, they were taking that turn. But he's a very lovable character, and I'm glad to have him here in my collection. Yeah, that will conclude the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys consider liking, commenting down below what you think of this guy. Did you get him? Did you not get him? You know, subscribe and do all that stuff. yeah, I mean, stick around for the photo gallery at the end, and I'll see you guys in the next video.